Alfie, morning after the night before. What's your thoughts on the game last night?
Very good game, high tempo game, fast. We played a quality side. Worked so hard. Disappointed at a couple of goals we conceded. That was a big disappointment of the night. Having worked so hard, give so much, and played well. To concede a couple of goals we did was disappointing for everyone. But I think out of that, then you look at the character and the response, because if we hadn't had the belief, we hadn't had the character, we hadn't a strong will and strong mind of the girls, we could have caved in and got beat 8-9. Because Sweden were wanting to do that. The goal difference with them in Scotland is going to be important. But we pulled ourselves together and we worked very, very hard. And for big periods, even in the second half, we were matching them. And with some young players and some more older players last night, but everyone learned a lot. Football's moving on, and our girls give so much last night. Sweden aren't 5-0 for nothing. They're not world-class players in so many areas. And I know, standing on the touchline, not to say it was a joy to watch, but you had to admire the skills and attributes of the Swedes. Like they were definitely a quality side.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. What positives do you take from the Northern Ireland performance?
Well, the improvement in fitness. Technically, we weren't fully embarrassed either. We were trying to keep the ball. We weren't just whacking it away or whatever else. Wanting to keep it. The girls have embraced a philosophy that's not just always about their skills. We've invested a lot in sports science. We analyse the games. We get the clips and edits from the likes of yourself. Which for us, we're studying them. We're knowing how girls are playing, teams that we play against. But really, I think a big thing has been their fitness, and with that fitness has become that more mental toughness. As I said, previous times we could have got a hammer on, but women's football, whether we like it or not, is moving on big style. Some countries are investing heavily in it, and for our girls last night to play in front of, well, they announced there was 4,655 paid in, and they all paid the equivalent of £15 each to come into it. To then for us, plus all the young players who were there, our young girls who were watching, over 5,000 people at the match. It shows their level of interest, and our girls weren't overawed, so that was a big positive. We didn't, all this crowd around who were chanting and singing for the Swedes all night. But lots of positive, fitness wise, young players coming in, 16-year-old Amy Mackin, Simone McGill, the other younger players on the bench, young Laura Rafferty playing, younger players like Jackie Burns, etc. on the bench. Really good young girls now getting an opportunity. Our older players showing how much, and when I say older, it's in inverted commas, they're not old, but our more experienced players showing how much they're learning, how much they still want to improve, how they're able to compete against top players. I think we've got to get wee breaks here there, and we've got to go to the old Northern Ireland and score goals. But I'm going home really pleased for how the girls played, how they performed. The improvement we see each time, yes, we're realists, we have got to get that into results, we've got to win games, we've got to do better in certain aspects. But, you had to be here last night for the intensity of the crowd behind the Swedish team, the quality of the Swedes, and just see the total commitment and effort from the Northern Ireland girls, and I don't think you could ask for more. If you ask players to give you their all, and they've done that, well, as a coach, you want to win the match, but that's all they can give you.
And Bosnia and Scotland to come next month?
Very tough matches. Bosnia, we drew at home with them. They done what we were trying to do last night, if you like, parking buses or whatever else, but they're a good side, they've got good results. As I say, we've got to be realists now. We've got to really dig into how we prepare our girls at all levels now, because there is a big investment in women's football. Everybody's moving on. There's no easy games. It's become very thorough, very professional in all aspects of it, in all the countries, and there's thousands of girls playing. We have a small player base. But we look forward to going to Bosnia. It's another challenge for us, another place we have not been. We're hoping that the exams won't impede into too many of our younger players, and our older ones can continue to take on paid leave and get out of the work, so we have a good squad that goes. And after that, immediately into Scotland, another crunch match, playing on 3G, which will suit the Scots if you like. They were here last night, their two coaches watching the game. They have a big match against Sweden next month, so two very tough matches coming up. Difficult times for us as regards exams and people with their works or people in their company's holiday commitments. So the girls that turn out and play will really begin making sacrifices to play for Northern Ireland, and those sacrifices, those commitments that they do can be resolved, and we get see wee breaks on the pitch. You know, you look forward to them. After last night, yes, we have a lot to look forward to.